Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of the Mark and Mike Show. This time we're going to talk about getting into shape to race.
So I'm riding without Mike today because it's Super Bowl Sunday and he's kind of a football fan, although I hope to be home before the Super Bowl. But he wanted to spend the day with his wife. Oh, come on.
And as usual, we are riding in Oregon, and it's January, so everything is super slippery and wet up here.
Oh, that was good. So.
And a year ago, I'm not sure I actually had the skill to actually make it up this trail.
Thought I would do these. Thought I would do some of these harder trails. I'm all fucked up. I think I gotta put some anti-fog on my glasses though. Alright, I'm back.
At least a year ago, I definitely would not have wanted to try this by myself, although I am very close to the staging area just in case something happens.
So I was saying, Mike's not here, so it's just me, so I thought I'd come out here and practice some of this. And years ago, in the late 90s and early 2000s, I used to road race motorcycles, and I was like really into it. Never did super great. I would usually finish like 7th out of 25 or something like that. I had a 4th place finish, which was my best. And when I quit I decided I needed to quit just because it's expensive. I kept breaking bones, and it consumed a humongous amount of time. And so when I got married, I told my wife I wouldn't race anymore, which I was fine with that because I started flying. And then she passed away a while ago. But before she passed away, I decided to get into dirt bike riding. Let's see, what's the best way to do this here?
And remember, it's steeper than it looks and really slick.
Decided to get into dirt bike riding, but I promised her I wouldn't race. And so she passed away. And so now I'm kind of thinking, I don't think my skill is good enough to race. But I've noticed for enduro racing, there's a lot of guys like Shade Tree Surgeon who aren't that great and do it. So kind of got me thinking, I don't know if I will. I got some health issues and I'm in my 50s. But I set a goal this year to be in good enough shape to where if I want to race next year, I can. So the issue isn't me not being in good shape. It's just me not wanting to. Something like a freaking bear or something. So I hate these slippery downhills. Let's see if I can do this without crashing. Hey. So my goal is to try to get out every weekend and ride, mainly to try to get into better shape, also to try to build my skills. So that's why I'm up here in the rain. There's actually snow in the higher portions. When Mike's home enjoying the television, pre-game stuff, I guess. So my goal for this year, try to ride every weekend so that if I decide to race next year, I won't not race just because I'm not in good enough shape. It'll be either because I just don't feel like it or I'm not good enough.
And this trail here is super steep and super slippery, and I've got kind of a trials tire on the back of the bike, so it's not really the best tire for this, so I was pretty happy with how well I was doing.
All right. Getting better at this.
Yeah, don't get a big head or you're going to crash.
See how I do here? As soon as I say I'm getting better. So I just pulled over to move this tree, got it about half out of the way. And since Mike and I were working so hard on that other tree, I figured I should turn the GoPro on for this one. This one's a lot smaller. So here we are, end of the ride. Had a good time. As you can see, it's a pretty misty out today. Pretty kind of cool. Didn't ride quite as long as I'd like to, just because it was so slimy and slippery. Worry a little bit more about crashing when riding by myself. So, but had a good time, and looking forward to. Mike says he can get out next weekend, so looking forward to riding with him. So, as always, thanks for watching.